Hello everyone, making a Frost Mage guide real quick, just to have the basics of a Frost Mage. Alright, so the talents, a lot of these are mandatory talents. A few of these are based on your makeup, and then a few are just personal preference. Lonely Winter, necessary. Shimmer, preference. You either go Icy Flows or Shimmer. I'm a big fan of Shimmer. This tier right here really depends on your group makeup. If you have another mage in the group with you and you're gonna use focus magic on each other, go focus magic. If you're a solo mage in dungeons or in raid, or you're selfish, go with rune of power. Rune of power automatically drops to the ground when you use your icy veins. Next down, chain reaction, necessary. The 40 tier is up to you if you want Ice Ward, Frigid Winds, or Ring of Frost. None of them really matter to me. I just go with the Ice Ward. To give my Frost Nova 2 charges, who cares? 45, Splitting Ice, necessary. And then 50 would be your Thermal Void. Ray of Frost is a PvP talent, and Glacial Spike basically is so undertuned it doesn't really do much damage. Thermal Void is going to be the thing. For your Legendary, you're going to want Frostburn. While Icy Vein is active, each Frostbolt cast reduces the cast time of Frostbolt by 2% and increases the damage by 2%. This stacks to 10. It's necessary. It's really necessary, especially if you're doing single target. Whenever Icy Veins is active, this just does crazy amount of damage. It pairs really well with Thermal Void, where it just increases the duration, and you pretty much can have crazy amount of uptime with your Ice Lances, especially if you're getting good procs or whatever. Stats, get as much crit as possible. Once you're at 33%, then work on haste. That's about it. For Class Covenant Soulbinds, you are going to want to use Theotar, the Mad Duke, and you're going to want to go down this path here to get to Tokens Appreciation. If you look at Bloodmount here, this is for Bloodmount's awesome. If you don't know, make sure you there check it out. Essentially, it tells you what essentially you need to do to help your damage. It's very similar to like a cringy sim site, but it's definitely helpful. They do a lot of simming to figure out which ones you're going to do. Clearly, single target Venti Boy is going to be the one that you want to do, and Theotar, the Duke, is the main person for you. You scroll down, you can take a look at what you need for Theotar to work, and it's two of these potency conduits, the Icy Propulsion and the Ice Bite. And so for him, the way that you get that done, you pretty much enjoy these two slots right here. The pathing is really up to you. I prefer to get flow of time, and the only way to do that would be to go to the right, so we can have cooldown reduce on the blink, have your Icy Propulsion here, which just reduce the crit hits, reduce cooldown by a second. Come on, that's perfect, right? And then I guess it doesn't really matter between these, but I do the exquisite ingredients so I can get all the herbs. Here I have Tempest Barrier on. I'm sure you can go with something else. Crowd Freeze maybe, but that's more of like a Mythic plus one. Diverted Energy is also really good. I just go with the Tempest Barrier, but it's pivotal to go here so you can get Ice Bite here, and Tokens Appreciation is not that bad. It's just the best setup for you. The Soothing Shade is just cool too. Your Soulbind throws down a umbrella for you while you're just chilling. Helps out, gives you mastery. Mastery is not super important for Frost Mages, but still a DPS increase. So the rotation is pretty easy. You have essentially 3 buttons you have to really use, but there are a few things you have to keep in mind. First and foremost, when Icy Veins is available, like it is for me, you want to use that first. If you have Rune of Power selected, you'd want to use that as soon as it's gone. Icy Veins will drop one, but as soon as the Icy Veins one is done, you want to throw it immediately because you want as much Rune of Power while your Icy Veins is happening. Occasionally, you'll get a Fingers of Frost proc, which are going to be on the sides of you, are going to be your Fingers of Frost. And then When you have the Ice Lance, make sure when you have that, make sure you use it with your Ice Lance before you do any flurry stuff. If you have Winter's Chill on a target, you don't want to use Ice Lance. And if you have a Brain Freeze, you'd want to use your Flurry. Frozen Orb when it's available after all that. Blizzard if you have multiple targets, but I'm not really worried about that. Mirrors of Torment, it will help proc a Brain Freeze. Whenever a mirror is consumed, it'll give you Brain Freeze. And then Frostbolt, just to fill the time. The few things you have to kind of remember as a mage, even with just a frost mage, a mage in general, you have to always be casting. Just ABCs, always be casting. Movement management is good, so I take Shimmer. And then like proc management, essentially taking care of your Brain Freeze proc properly and being able to do the Frostbolt, Flurry, Ice Lance, and then maximum cleavage. Mages can actually funnel, which is really nice, where you can just expect your lance to go off and destroy another target while you're main attacking another, the main guy. Let's say, there's cleave at. It's just really nice. Opening sequence, essentially, for the mage is you precast a Frostbolt, and then you go right into an Icy Veins, and then you cast your potion of the Phantom Fire, assuming that you are using the Shadow Coil, and then your Frozen Orb, and then you just follow the priority normal target stuff. So I'm going to try to call it out. I'm going to be kind of slow about it. I'm not really trying to push. But you precast your Frostbolt, Icy Veins, and then you just go from there. You want to get rid of all your stacks of that before you do it, and then Flurry, Ice Lance. You just kind of lost it. So Frostbolt until you go. I'm going to go ahead and Ruin Power, mess that one up a little bit. You just keep going, Got nothing going on. Mirrors of Torment, Ice Lance. Keep going with the Frostbolts. Flurry, Ice Lance again, twice. Crazy amount of damage. Sitting at like 5k without really substantial buffs or cleave target. Not bad. Always remember Frostbolt, Flurry, Ice Lance. So yeah, just basically whenever things come up, other than your main 3 buttons, make sure you use them. Cooldown. Yes. So that's basically it. And just jackhammer that Frostbolt. Alright, thank you for checking this video out. I hope it was beneficial for you, and I try to be short and sweet, to the point. But hopefully you can work on that opening and work on your just regular casting and get very familiar with how things worked, and you'll be able to pretty much master the basic DPS rotation. Of course, there's other things you have to worry about, like blinks and ice blocks with your cold snaps, and alter of time, things like that. Master your abilities, but this is just here's the base rotation. Master it, do crazy amount of damage, and don't get left behind in raids, because frost mages are becoming very strong. All right, thank you very much. Have a good one.